If you have something that you just can't stop thinking about, why not just give it your best shot? Imagine ending up on the other side thinking, what could have happened if I just gave it all I had? Why not fully go for it? You get to play one game of life, so why not play the most magnificent game you're capable of? If you're going to half-ass it, you might as well go on the bench, because you're inevitably going to get beaten by the people fully going for it. Think about it. Why would you, with a half-assed effort, ever beat someone giving it their all? You won't. So, reinvent yourself. Become the man who fully does it. Become the man willing to take a chance and sprint for it, even though you might trip and fall. Falling will only equip you better for the next race, and once you win the race, you may even figure that it's not the place you want to be. But hey, now you know. Instead of ending up thinking, what if? You will now know that it wasn't for you. Start before you know how. Don't spend so much time wondering what's the best next move to get to your goal. Just make a move. Even though there may be multiple options, your life will not fall apart if you make the wrong move. In fact, just making a move will most likely save you time, because if you don't, your brain will try everything to distract you from making any move at all, so that you don't have to make a difficult decision. Now, you might not even know exactly what you want to pursue, but I don't think any great inventor or artist started out with a 100% confidence in their idea. So, instead of searching for the right thing or hoping for the right thing, just make it the right thing. Adapt and adjust along the way. Just start and don't stall when there's a tough decision to make. Nothing changes if nothing changes. The feeling of not being the person that you want to be, it's haunting. To be the person you want to be, you have to make the change, not just daydream about it. The world around you isn't going to change you to who you want to be. To become the person you want to become, you have to make the change yourself. If you let the world around you control you, you're just going to end up wherever the stream takes you, and the chances of the stream taking you exactly where you want to be is pretty much non-existent. So, swim against the stream. Make the change, or nothing changes. The people who have succeeded are no different. You don't have to start with the best deck of cards. David Goggins used to be 300 pounds spraying cockroaches for a living. Now he's known as the toughest man on Earth. According to a study on over 1,000 Americans, the average American spends 4 hours and 37 minutes on their phone. Let me say that again. 4 hours and 37 minutes. Every single day. If you can divert from using your phone obsessively and learn to focus and work efficiently, then your advantage is almost unfathomable. To succeed and do great things, you don't need rich parents or some extraordinary talent. That's just a bad excuse for not putting in the work. Everything that you do counts. There are actions that move you towards your goal, and actions that move you away from your goal. Let's say your goal is to build an aesthetic body. You may feel stuck, but at the same time feel like you're doing all you can hitting the gym consistently. But what about getting sufficient sleep? If you work out, you most likely know that a big part of muscle growth happens when sleeping. And what about eating properly? And what about avoiding alcohol? It's not just hitting the gym that counts. Everything counts either towards or away from your goal. Focus on one thing. You can be the hardest working in the room, but if you don't narrow down and focus on one thing, you won't be the best. Why would you, who focus on 3 different goals, ever win against the people who only focus on one of them? Even though you put in more effort, you won't stand a chance of winning against any of them. Even though it hurts cutting off goals, you have to do it. When you've won, then you can focus on winning another one, and then another one. But if you don't take them one at a time, you will not win a single one. Be a little delusional. You have to believe. If you don't, you will most likely give up when you encounter difficulties. You gotta follow that little voice in your head telling you that there's a possibility that you can. The sheer point that you might be able to do something. That's your drive. People will question you. People will doubt you. People will laugh at you. That's your fuel to push through. Don't waste your precious time justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want.